Providing microcredit is a proven poverty-fighting technique in third world countries. This has been a difficult thing to do in Tanzania, primarily because of the rules and regulations of the Tanzanian government restricting the flow of capital and ownership of financial institutions. Nonetheless, starting in 2004, the Diocese of Iringa, or DIRA, developed a microcredit program aimed at widows, orphans, and the victims of HIV/AIDS. This program has been very successful, with people's incomes doubling and tripling, and people who could not support themselves previously now becoming self-sufficient. In 2005, 2006, 2007, the Tanzanian government developed a series of rules, regulations, and laws allowing for the incorporation of locally owned and operated microcredit institutions. These institutions are called Savings and Credit Cooperatives, or SACCOs. So now every village in the country can have its own microcredit institution and have access to capital. And capital is perennially in short supply in Tanzania. Many times farmers can't plant their fields, they can't fertilize, they can't spray things because they're short of capital. So there is a great deal of excitement over these. This year, 2008, DIRA hopes to help 10 other parishes develop their own SACCOs. And in following years, they hope to spread this to all 66. There's a great deal of excitement. Everywhere you go in Tanzania, people want to know, can I join a SACCO? Can we get a SACCO? SACCOs are seen to dramatically raise their incomes. On a recent trip to Tanzania, my wife and I took the opportunity to visit many of these institutions and see what's going on. We would like now to share this with you.
Sana ninaomba hata msaada wa hawa wanafunzi wanaomaliza darasa la 7 kwa ajili ya kuendelea na masomo. Ni wengi ambao
But I meant 200. You thought there'd be 200 people. Last year you had 80 people, and you thought this year there'll be 200.
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I expect 200.
Yeah. Yeah.
The vision for a microfinance bank at our companion congregation in Nyanzwa began when a group of us looked at a fallow field. It was out in the onion fields of Nyanzwa, irrigated land, and we wondered, why is this field left unplanted? And Pastor Chula told us that the farmer who had that field lacked $5 for seed, and therefore would not have an onion crop and a cash crop that year. There are periodic famines and crop shortages in Tanzania, but there's a perennial capital shortage. There's a capital famine that's going on because people are not able to find the money that they need to begin to do the businesses that will allow them to increase their income, feed their families, and create a better future. This is a time of incredible opportunity. The government has changed regulations dramatically, making it relatively easy to start up cooperatives. The name SACCOS is a wonderful acronym, SACCOS. It means Savings and Credit Cooperative Association. The first emphasis on savings. In the SACCOS, people who join have to pay $5 membership fee, and then they must contribute savings. And they can only borrow 3 times their savings account. This is helping create a new culture of savings and of credit. People join together with 2 other people in order to form their own unit responsible for each other's loans. When I started telling the story in our congregation about the needs at Nyanzwa, people immediately responded, and before long $15,000 was raised. $1,500 of that was used for the training and for the registration expenses. People received 2 weeks training by and large, and immediately over 100 people had signed up and gone through training. The remainder is used for a capital account. When this first started up, we found just waves of excitement, but we wondered, how will this work out? We're grateful to be able to report that in the first 6 months, 100% of the loans have been repaid. The interest rate is 2%.
I'm a coordinator of the SACCOs, which we introduced them into the Iringa Diocese in Tanzania. one of my activities which I'm doing is to mobilize people from various parishes, to sensitize them, to train them, and I'm also training the leaders for the circles, so that to make these circles to be sustainable.
Okay, what is his name? And how much did you borrow? You got to tell.
100,000.
And what did you do with it?
He used it for agricultural activities, for crops he grew.
And why was it important to get a loan?
Kwa nini unafikiri kwamba ni muhimu kupata mkopo?
Muhimu kupata mkopo ni kwamba kwa sababu utakapokuwa umepewa mkopo unakuwa umekuwezesha kufanya shughuli.
So is he going to take out another loan?
Unaweza kuchukua mkopo mwingine.
Na lazima nichukue kwa sababu nimeona faida ya mkopo.
It is a must because I have seen the profit and the importance of
Her name.
Anasema jina lako naitwa nani?
Kwa jina naitwa Salima Duma.
And how much did she borrow?
Ulikopa shilingi ngapi?
Nilikopa laki moja na nusu.
150,000.
And what did she do with it?
Ulifanyia nini?
Nilizalisha machipukizi ambayo
She did on reproducing.
It doubled her income or 20% more?
Umepata labda faida uliyoona kwamba shilingi ngapi unaweza kusema kama ni mara mbili au ni shilingi 50
nimepata kama
twice.
Twice her income. Does she have children, a family and children?
Una familia ana watoto.
So will he sell the seeds to other farmers then, or does he plant all of these?
Some of them will plant it and other will sell.
He will sell the seeds. Okay.
And because there are some another people who come outside this village, they are coming to buy this.
To buy this.
Ndio maana yule mama aliyokuwa anasema kwamba yeye anazalisha mbegu.
I am the member of the advisory committee for circles in ELCT Iringa Diocese, and I really appreciate your support, especially in raising funds to establish credits and savings unions in ELCT Iringa Diocese parishes, and we really appreciate your support because it goes to the poor people, and by doing so you help people to generate more incomes for elevating their poverty, and I think you should continue supporting the diocese in that way because it's very helpful to the well-being of our people, especially the people at the bottom of the pyramid. So I request every one of you to do that. Thank you.
The circles, we feel proud to have this partnership with St. Paul, especially on these circles, and we feel that now we are moving from the poverty area and we are coming to somewhere, the place where everyone can say now I can live by more than USD.
God has given people in our congregations this moment of opportunity to help make a tremendous difference in the economic lives of people in their companion congregations. I can urge you to consider in your companion congregation to think about coming up with $1,500 for the startup costs, and $4,000 is the minimum for the capital account. For $5,500, a SACOS can be established in your companion congregation. This will bring hope and help.